Lê Quang Tuệ, data journalist at VnExpress. It is a huge privilege to have you on Geospatial FM.
Thank you for inviting me to your podcast too. It was a dream come true because I was a beginners like years ago, and now I just learned something new. And there's a big change in Vietnam, and now I'm in the spotlight. Yeah.
All right, so I feel like I am the data journalist as well. I am exposing the latest developments in Vietnam for my audience. So we're all, yeah, really, really excited and interested to have you on. Okay, so let's get straight into things. The first agenda item I have is really sort of following what you've been posting on LinkedIn, actually. You've been showing us maps about the administrative boundary change in Vietnam.
Okay. So I will try to provide a little background. So Vietnam trying to simplify its administrative system, and by doing that, they are cut down like previously Vietnam has 63 province, 63, and now they cut it in half. So now Vietnam have like 34 provinces. Vietnam used to have like 700 district, and now they cut that level, so no more district, and they merge like 10,000 watts into like 3,300. So the total number of administrative unit being cut down in Vietnam during the merger is like two-thirds. Yeah, two-thirds of administrative unit are cut down from the system. So it's a move. They say it's a move to like make the system more efficient and like to have more connection with the people because there are too many layers, and now they want it just to be like it used to be 4 layers: the what, the district, the province, and the central government. But now they cut down it to three. So now just the what and the provinces and the central government. So yeah, that's the
Amazing.
that's the background of how things are changing. Yeah.
So what does a what mean?
Yes, the what are like
Is that like the village boundary or?
no, that the like the village is like smaller but like unofficial, and many village is a what. Okay, what
Okay.
yeah, let me type in the word. I'm not sure my pronunciation is good.
Oh, ward. Is it ward?
Commune,
Ward or
yeah.
commune? Okay, yep. Got you. All right, cool. All right. So did you say there were 10,000 ward boundaries and now there's 3,000?
Yes, it's a decline from 10,035 down to 3,321. So I remember the number.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. Okay, it sounds like you've had your head in this. Okay, all right. So yeah, tell us more about the how this has gone from a geospatial or a data perspective.
So sure, everything in this like chain happened like very fast. Like it's been like 2 months, and like from the start of it, like when the party secretary say that he want to do that, until now it's just been like over a month or two. Everything is very fast and moving very fast. So like to do that, they have to adjust, they have to amend the constitution, and they will do it. So it's a very big change. It's like systematically changes, and but it happened in a very short time. So there's a lot of hasty. There's a lot of like errors and like data errors, especially like at first like there's a document where they try to like record like which province is being merged with what with which province, and in that sheet they wrongly put the population of one province. So one province, the population in near a million, but in the sheet, in the data sheet, they put it like 15,000. So yeah, a tenth. Yeah, so crazy. But I think I can sympathize with that because everything is moving too quick, and maybe a lot of like outsider looking at Vietnam is like being the champion of like data transformation and like digitalization. Yes, it is, but like for the public sector, everything is like I think it's like not up to the standard or quite slow. Yeah, just use the word quite slow. It like not like maybe the whole Vietnam society is very tech savvy, very fast in adopting AI and like Bitcoin and kind of stuff, but not for the government. And but I think that's the story everywhere. Yeah,
But
and
it's actually really good to hear at all. It's really nice to have some commentary about Vietnam. This issue of a 1 million people, did you say in a province?
Yes, in a province with like
When they thought it was 50,000.
Yeah, and I put in the city wrong. Like basic number is wrong, so there's not a surprise when their like geospatial data is wrong. So yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's a really nice illustration of how our discipline, or just, the data analysis discipline or geospatial, can help improve decision making with governments. It's a basic thing there. So, is that an error from the census data that the government is using, or how did that kind of error happen?
I think it's the typo. It's a typo. It's like a little tech error, like the one who's like doing the adding, like the one doing the math on the sheet, on the Excel sheet. There's wrongly typed something.
Ah,
Yeah. So
a classic
because they
problem.
don't have the, I think the problem is that they don't have a central database like to merge everything in. But like when they need something, someone have to send a report, and then someone have to manually input and like doing the adding, the multiplication, anything. So yeah, it's quite a mess, I think.
Wow, but this is going to sound funny, but it's so nice to know that in Vietnam as well, you guys have the same basic problems that everyone has around the world with data. Okay, all right. So yeah, tell us more about how you've been working with this, how the public has responded, because it sounds like such a massive change that's happened so quickly. Has there been any protests or complaints, or on the other side, do people really appreciate this improvement?
I think there's not a lot of complaint. Let me put it like the people is like they been polled on that. Like the government give a survey and they ask like the people agree or not, and the ratio of agree they publish is like 90% of the people agree on that. But that's on the paper. That's on the census. The real thing is like I've seen a lot of people complaining about the names. Yeah, the people haven't complained about the geography because they don't know it yet. They don't complain about the geospatial data. They don't know. But about the name, there's a lot of like complain and like a lot of teas that like push and pull on the names because like it's been like that name for hundreds of thousands of years. Some in like the north, some like traditional place, the name have been for a very, very long time. So now like I do a quick analysis with my friend and I found out like about 60% of the names have been lost. Yeah, like 70% of administrative unit being cut down, and they keep some of the names, but like 60% of the names are being lost forever. The
Wow.
administrative name no longer exists. Yeah, and there's a lot of back
So
and forth
did
on
they
how.
make any new names? Right.
Yeah, so out of the 3,000 names up the wards and commune, there's like I think 500 names are new, but like the rest about 2080, yeah, 2,800 names are like descendant from
Yeah.
like it like previous units. But like
Yeah.
if you count like the total unit, it like nearly 11,000, and they keep like 3,000, so that's not still a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Are there actually new boundaries for wards, or even provinces, that people have had to survey?
Basically there will be two kind of merger. The first one they will merge like two or three or four old unit into one. So that's very simple. But at the same time, like 30% of the unit is like is being like create from new units. So like they redraw a lot of like units. They like they split one old watt into two or three, and they like take one part to this, one part to this, one part to this. Yeah, so like there's like I think it's depend a lot on the provincial government what they want to do with that. For example, in Ho Chi Minh City, most ward are being merged like one or two or three and then into one. But in Hanoi it's different. In Hanoi they one ward they have to like redraw all the borders. They want to redraw it because the wards in Hanoi used to be very, very organic. It's stick to the people. It stick to like the old village structure. But now due to like everything have been changed and they want to change it, so they redraw all the administrative boundary using roads. using like big roads and rivers. So like the shape, you can see the polygon of Hanoi what used to be very, very organic. And now it's like just a square, very like, because follow the street. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Again, it's nice to hear, even though you're over in Vietnam, there's the same sort of rules or patterns for defining administrative boundaries where I'm from, and many of the listeners are from. You will see them going straight down the middle of a road. Okay, really interesting to hear. So that sounds like then it is a major change for everyone to get used to, and the even the politicians, they might be confused. They might have to learn about who they are representing now.
It's true. It's true. Really, really true. We joke that beforehand, the provincial government have to remember like only 10 districts, but now they have to remember all the what. For Ho Chi Minh City, for example, there's 168 watts. Yeah, so they have the provincial government have to remember the name of every of that. It's crazy. I don't know if they can do it or not, but let's see. I hope that they can do it.
Yeah. So could you tell us, if it's okay, about some of the errors that you picked up? Like there was this classic one to do with an island that was in the wrong location.
Yeah, so China, we have China at the to the north. We have like here Cambodia and Laos and Thailand to the west, and the sea, the East Sea in Vietnam to the east, of course. So the problem with this site is that it was created by the publisher of the ministry. So basically, this is a government unit specialized in publishing geospatial data. And this website, I think, because it has been created in a very hasty time, it's in a very hasty method. So there's something wrong with that. When you check out for like the Paracel Island, which is belong to Vietnam for sure. So, for example, you check out the Paracel and the Spratly Island. Now we check out the Spratly Island. Okay, here the Spratly Island. So it should be. Oh, okay. They fixed that. Good. Okay, they fixed that.
So is this a change in the past couple of days that they fixed it?
Yeah, just yesterday. Yesterday, one big thing is that like they put it like they put it like on the province, because when I checked the data, there was no like you can see there's like dots, but that on the base map there's no geometry for those like dots, meaning that
okay.
Yes, I guess like people will understand that. So there's no geometry. So because there's no geometry, this label will default to go on the island, to go on the mainland. Yeah, because like go to the center point of the mainland of that provinces. But now it's been fixed. I think it's a good thing. Maybe they listen. Maybe someone told them, or maybe they just realize that they are wrong. There's something wrong with that, and they added that. So yeah, I appreciate the effort, but at the same time, I would like to say a bit more about like yep, I have proof that like at the beginning there's some fault, but now they change it, and that's good. But at the same time, there's a very big flaw in the security system. So everything on this map is not like secure by API or by any like token or anything. It's like wide open. And when you know where to click, when you know like some coding, some basic coding, you can get the data for free. Yeah, I try it, and yeah, I do get the data, and that's why I know there's no geometry for the island. So maybe we can take a look at my data when I put it on the maps. So this is like the first version of the.
Oh, this is Atlas, right?
Yeah, Atlas. Yeah, shout out
so
to
I wanted we had Atlas on the podcast. So really great to see someone's actually using Atlas and all the way over in Vietnam.
Yeah, I was on national television talking about this. Yeah, presenting Atlas
Amazing.
Yeah. So let's talk about that later. But now, like, let's just focus on the data. So you can see like here the data, and you can see like there are no geo polygon for the Iceland here. Yeah, no polygon. And one of my friend, there's like a group of GIS specialists in Vietnam. We talk together and we gather together and we create this one, the white version. You can see like the white version is actually like they use the data from the government, but they add what they are missing. Like they add the Spratly, they add the Paracel Island, and there's more island like close to the mainland. So check again for the administrative data from the government. There's none, but like some private, some individual, they take that and they put the matter into their own hands to solve it. And I think it's a very good thing, very like promising change in Vietnam, where individual, they see the problem, they want to solve it themselves, they want to contribute to the community, and this data is shared for free. So you imagine that having the data like more accurate than the government, and you don't have to pay for it for free. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's one great thing about like the change in Vietnam. Everyone is like want to contribute, want to create a change of that. So yeah.
Were there any errors or other issues with the data on the mainland that you saw, or was it mainly just the islands?
Yeah, there's one word been missing. Yeah, I think, let me see if they fix that. Okay, I will do it live so everything is transparent. I'm not like messing with anything. Okay, so there's the word called Nha Trang. Okay, Nha Trang. Okay, yeah, you can see like they have the pointer at the right location, but there's no geometry. You can see that, sure. Yeah, that's
This is another island.
no, it's the mainland. Yeah,
Oh,
the
the mainland. Yes, there's no
yeah,
geometry around
it's
that. I see.
yeah, it's like close to the land island, and you see there's no geometry. Like when you click on
Ah,
this like new word, the other
yep.
word, there are geometry, but this part of the mainland, there's a word and there's no geometry for that. They just put the label at the right place. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but there's no geometry. So when we check the code, there's an ID issue. Like they forget the ID of this like part, so they cannot. So the code cannot get the data to display the boundary. I think you get what I mean. Yeah.
I understand. It's also interesting to know that the labels are from a separate data set than the polygon boundaries. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I feel like I don't want to make this all about the errors. So did you have any observations about what was good in this update? How will it improve society? How will it benefit the people? And if you have any comments specifically from a spatial data perspective that we can approve of here.
Yeah. Sure. I need to talk about that for sure. I need to give some praise. Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, I think like the idea of like merging or like make the system more efficient is very suitable for Vietnam right now. There's a book of Asimoglu and Robinson. You know the author
Yes.
of, yeah, the author of like
Why nations fail, the narrow
yeah,
corridor.
narrow corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the book I'm talking about. So I think Vietnam is in that narrow corridor. Vietnamese want to move from a bureaucracy uh, government to a more effective one. And to me, that's one of the only way Vietnam can be a prosperous and developed country. So Vietnam, I think we talk about the middle income trap. Yeah. So Vietnam is in that. And the new party leaders and the new government, they do want to like to go past that point. There's a breaking point, and they say like about like how institution is being the bottleneck, so they change everything. I think it's a way to like overcome that bottleneck to make Vietnam like become the next big country in Asia. And I support that. I support that idea. But like all the thing we talk about is trivial, but like the idea is a good, very good way to consolidate and to make the system more efficient. Previously, like I can show you the before and the after. Like so here it used to be like very like this one have been cut, like there's a road
Yeah.
here. You can see there's a road here and they draw the new administrative boundary using the road. Yeah, like this unit like it used to be like very small units, and now they just redraw everything using the road. I think for the public, for many people, they approve this change, they agree and they accept this. They see this as as a chance for Vietnam to be more prosperous, to be one big country in Southeast Asia and in Asia. Yeah.
It's really wonderful to see how, from an administrative perspective and for the benefit of the people and to increase their incomes, to reduce the administrative and decision-making burden in Vietnam, these very broad and rapid changes are happening. It's really nice to hear that the government of Vietnam is taking these steps. And it sounds like it requires a bit of bravery too. I've just got one more question. Are you able to, for a couple of seconds, show us the VnExpress website, just so people can see the homepage, and if there is any live data story from you there?
Sure. Okay, sure. So I will share, like this is one of the products I create for VnExpress. This is like I code this to, because there's a change in administrative boundaries, and this is one of the first effort to create a GIS map, a GIS digital map of Saigon. When you go in here, you can like find out like now which ward are you in. Like if I type in like the old ward, like, so this is like the old ward. The old ward is like here, and this tell you the name of the new ward here. And when you click on it, it zoom you to the geometry, and you can see the information. Like
amazing. So this, you made this, and this is available for VnExpress readers to inform themselves. Okay, so this is an example of how data journalism is happening in real time in Vietnam. Great.
Yeah, and I think one of the coolest thing is like when you click on the navigation button here, it will directly guide you to the administrative center of the ward. So if you have any problems, like you know where to contact to the government. This is the hotline of the administrative center. This is the address and the navigation to the center. So I think this is one way I have tried to help the people in Saigon, in Ho Chi Minh City, to navigate themselves better during this change. So this is one story I want to show. Yeah. And maybe you can, okay, my name's here, so they know it's mine.
Okay.
And
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, this is the homepage. Okay, cool. All right.
VnExpress.net. Okay.
VnExpress.net. Cool. Okay, so yeah, Le Quan Tue, it was such a privilege.
I know nothing. Once again, I was a beginner. I just started for like years. I have no background in this, and everything is just like, I think it's very intuitive to me to learn and to think in spatial data. And I think that like, I wish that everyone will look at geospatial data as a very simple way. It's not that hard to do it, but like how effective it is, how better it is to tell story and to analyze and to look things through that lens. I think that everyone can have a bit of inspiration for my case. I know nothing, and now until now I still know nothing, but I try my best to create something better and create a public good to everyone. Yeah.